Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Let's Play Monster Hunter Rise. In the last episode, we did the basic training tutorial, and in the first episode, we looked over the entirety of the Kamura Village, and in this one, I believe we're actually going to be able to fight a monster for the first time. The Great Azuchi, I believe, is the first one. Hey, welcome back. How'd everything go with Master Atsushi's quest? I know, the basics are, well, basic. But you gotta have a sturdy foundation before you can build, right? Take Bunny Dango for example. Yomogi puts as much effort into selecting ingredients as she does preparing them. Anyway, I know you're not here to talk Dango. You're here to talk quests. And lucky for you, I've got some 1-star quests ready to go. You know, questing is kinda like climbing a mountain. Keep completing them, and before you know it, you'll be at the top. And just like a mountain, there's more than one way to the top. Pick the quest right for you and forge your own path. But you're gonna stay right here and listen to me blabber about Bunny Dango if you don't hurry up and pick a quest.
It's a good day for a hunt.
Alrighty. We are just about to undertake our very first quest, but I will say, one nice thing is there is a quest here to teach you how to do the mounting system. It's been completely reworked for Monster Hunter Rise, and may I say it is far superior than Monster Hunter Worlds, which was a huge downgrade from like Monster Hunter 4's and Generations like mounting system, because in World it took like 3 years for you to get the monster to go to the ground, whereas in the previous games, I don't know why they changed it so much, but it was like you're mounted and it was over and done with in less than a minute, just like real life. So I mean, it's just how it goes, you know? Then we have the basics of capturing monsters. I love that they put this in here. Essentially, when a monster is lower than a certain amount of health, you're able to capture monsters. Now, I will say, it's a bit different in this game than it has been in previous Monster Hunter games. Typically, because you have to go through the extra lengths of crafting a capture net, which nowadays is not really that difficult to do. All you need is a shock trap, which is a thunderbug, and I believe a trap tool, excuse me. A thunderbug and a trap tool, or a net and a trap tool. That will allow you to make a trap that allows you to capture the monster when the monster is below 20 or 25% HP, or if there's an indicator on the icon on the overworld map saying that you can capture the monster, you can place down the trap, use some tranq bombs, and then you're gonna have the monster captured and the quest is over early. The issue there is that that's actually the norm as of Monster Hunter World, because you get more parts typically. Some parts are only gatherable through carving, but in this game they lowered the rewards. So essentially, capture if you know that the host is okay with you capturing, but don't go online and capture monsters willy-nilly, especially if you are not the host. Just because the hosts themselves might be going for a tail cut, they might be going for a certain carve that is not obtainable through the capture method, and you get more items if you carve the monster. You get one less item if you do capture the monster. So keep that in mind. There's my 2 cents. There's my thing. Just keep that in mind, okay? Regardless, though, we have optional side quests, which is also really nice. This is essentially carried over from World. You get to pick from a preset bunch of optional side quests that you can do that earn you Kamura points, but the most important thing is they earn you armor spheres. Sometimes they'll earn you like parashrooms, which don't really matter. God bugs don't really matter. Even Monster Hunter bones, or monster bones. In this case, it's a medium bone, so it's a little bit further ahead in the game if you get that one. But the big thing is the armor spheres. Those armor spheres are going to be so crucial, especially in the end game when you're needing armor spheres to upgrade your armor and get the highest level defense available for your current hunter rank. Very, very important stuff to be going for this. So we'll grab the easy ones. There's things like account items here, which are things that we'll go over as we go throughout the mission. We'll gather some mushrooms. They want 7 mushrooms, 5 insects. Perma buffers is also very easy. Those are the Spira bugs that we run into. And then lastly, we can choose one of these 4. I'm going to go with, I think small monster slaying is probably the easiest one, as I don't have tranq bombs or anything of the like to be able to go around and do that. Okay, next up we have expedition tours. These are very nice to just allow you to freely explore the map. I don't think there is a carding like thing. I don't think you can. I think you can die as many times as you want in these. Like, it doesn't matter. You don't lose any rewards, you don't lose any money. As you can see, reward is always going to be 0 anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. This is just a great way for you to go out there, gather some resources, and you'll see there's some outbreaks of monsters, usually small monsters, and upsurges of things like mining outcrops, or in this case, bone piles. What that means is you're going to get more items overall, and it'll be extremely useful for you if you're hunting or gathering for specific items. Much later in the game, when we get to high rank, upsurges in the volcano region will essentially allow you to get infinite money. So it's really, really nice stuff. Expeditions, don't skimp on them. They're always fantastic. But let's go ahead. Oh man, we don't actually get to hunt a real monster? That's a little bit unfortunate. Well, we do need to gather these key quests and get them over with. So let's go ahead and do the very first one, Roly-Poly Lanterns. Fire lanterns are, like, so pretty. So red, so round, something about them is simply magical. I totally want to see them all the time, so maybe I should put them in my room. What do you say? Think you can help get me some? Absolutely, no problem at all. I totally forgot, rank 1 quests are actually just, you know, baby's first quest type stuff. I do believe we can also upgrade our current weapon, so let's go ahead and do that. This is the weapon tree here under upgrade weapons. As you can see, it's very limited at the moment, and on the very far right, you can see our rarity, our damage, our sharpness, everything like that. To quickly just go over it, essentially, all the weapons will have similar damage numbers depending on their rarity. So rarity 1, you see we're at 50 damage. If we were to go to the greatsword, it would also say 50 damage. The reason for that is every weapon in the game has what's called a motion value, and what a motion value is a percentage of damage that you do per move with that weapon. So a greatsword will probably hit very hard and probably do more than 100% damage with each individual charged up attack, where a longsword might be doing like 50% of whatever the attack number is. It's different for every weapon, but at least you'll know that if your weapon says 50 and another weapon says 50, then they're pretty much even in that right. Later on, we'll also get things like elements and affinity boosts and critical strikes and critical reduction and weird things like that. This item here, even though it's a question mark, I can see on the icon it's an ice weapon, so there's tons of different things that you can mess around with. But since we gathered some iron ore in the previous video, we'll be able to upgrade our Kamura Blade to Kamura Blade 2 for a measly 200 gold, or Zenny, excuse me, and 1 iron ore. And there's no animation in this game to kind of speed things along, which is very, very nice. We also go to the weapon list. This is everything you can forge at the current moment. And the upgrade list, everything you can currently upgrade in this specific weapon tier at the current moment. So pretty nice stuff, pretty straightforward, not too bad and not too shabby. Under forge armor, though, I would love to get myself a full set of leather gear. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the entire set to our wish list. And essentially, when we get these items that we're looking for, then we're going to be able to see little notifications on the screen that tell us exactly when this is going to happen, which is so nice when we're going to have enough of these items. So we need warm pelts, we need Bullfango pelts, and that's really about it. Bullfango pelts are from Bullfango, and I believe warm pelts are from Kelby, but don't quote me on that. We'll figure it out as we kill these monsters. And upgrade our hunter information, our hunter notes, and look through these small monster drops. But we haven't killed any small monsters other than Izuchi, so let's go ahead and eat a meal. Since we've done this before, we're able to grab some an order usual, which is the meal that we got in the last episode, so we'll go ahead and grab this, and we hit the plus button to skip this. Yeah, very nice. Only took us 9 minutes to actually get into the quest, but here we are. We're doing it one step at a time. Like I said, always feel free. I'm never going to be offended or insulted if you decide to skip ahead to the future part of the video. If you want to skip ahead, go ahead and feel free to do that. Anyway, welcome to Roly-Poly Manoli Holy. And it looks like there is a large monster on the map today. Or I guess not. I don't know why they gave me a tutorial about that, but okay. If we see a big question mark, then there's a large monster somewhere, but we're not going to worry about it too much. All I will do, though, is quickly eat my easy ration. I love the radial menu. It's probably one of the best additions they made to the game since World. And we'll just grab these first stacks of fire lanterns. And one of the other amazing upgrades they made to Rise is on these gathering quests, they actually tell you where to go get these things, so you don't have to leave it up to question marks, leave it up to Kirinico, or whatever online guide you use. We can just find it. We can just find it. It's great. And we can drift our doggy and get around. I do recommend the dog for any of these gathering quests because it's very nice to get around the map. But if, say you want to go a little bit more hardcore on a hunt, have a support palico and have a gathering palico or something like that, super, super nice to have 2 palicos with you as well. Okay, there's cats. I need to kill the cats, I'm sorry. But the thing is, sometimes they do drop shit. That's pretty good. And we gotta slay a few of these monsters. So I feel like it's the best way to go. You see how there's no damage numbers coming through? That means we've killed it. So we're all good there. We got a round acorn. Not too bad. These guys are bomb badgies.
Making progress.
And they explode when they're hit the first time, but I don't think they continue to explode after that. And I think this one's dead as well. So these guys should, in theory, drop raw meat, and I can show off the cooking setup here. Because I don't know if the bomb badgies actually drop anything that's actually worthwhile other than raw meat. Can I miss the optomists and the mammoths and whatever? But anyway, here's the barbecue spit. You listen for the music. Once the music ends, then it's going to be turning into raw meat, and then we pull it off the spit. Let's see if we can do it on our first try.
Who wants some meat? So tasty! Looks great!
All right, we got it. Our well-done steak. Food that fully restores stamina. Probably one of the best buffs I've ever seen to one of the more basic items in the game. You'll find yourself bringing well-done steak into the later half of the game, especially when you get into G rank, when a lot of the time the quests don't actually give you anything in those blue boxes. So it's usually really, really nice. I feel like I'm just always overkilling these guys. I feel like it's always just really, really nice to go ahead, make sure you have some well-done steak. Now, the thing is, you don't actually have to cook the well-done steak, or the raw meat, excuse me, yourself. Later on, you can actually get the lovely Dango girl to go cook it all for you for a small fee, but it can definitely be worth it at the end of the day. Got another round acorn there, very nice. If you're a ranged player, needleberries will help you get some spread ammo, and I think, if I can recall correctly, there should be some piercing ammo right over here. Yeah, some latch berries. There you go. Another thing you should always bring in your quests on high rank. Dung bombs, always nice to scare off certain monsters. Really, really good stuff. And you may notice a little pattern here as I like to quickly grab some of these items up here. Especially, not the bomb berries, but the mining outcrop. You get a little bit of extra stuff. There must have been a mining upsurge when we were doing that tutorial quest with Master Itsushi, as we were getting 2x every time we got one of those items there, but that's okay. At least we're still getting some items, even though not a lot. These right here are the, oh my god, what, the Jaggy? I think they're called. They're Jaggy, right? I'm not crazy. They're from World. I can't believe I've already forgotten the name of it. I also... Oh my god. Yeah, okay, Jagras. Sorry, these are Jagras. Jaggy are from Tri. I play a lot more Tri than World, even. I love Tri. Dude, Monster Hunter Tri is so good. Or Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, really. Even better. Even better than good. I do always recommend a doggy if you're going to go up these vines. That's pretty much what the vines are for. Otherwise, you can just climb these with your Wirebug instead and not have to worry about the vines. More unique items. Gotta complete those sub-quests. And if you're ever wondering how far along you are, you can go to your quests tab, I believe. Or is it our... Yeah, I think it's our quest tab. Side quests, our requests will help us with Elder Fugans, but the optional side quests here. There we go. So we already got our perma buffers, but we still got to kill more small monsters, and we have a few more gathering things to do. And yeah, I'm still on these junk piles. I'm still going to be killing these cats because sometimes they drop little paw print stamps, and we can use them to make some pretty dank gear later in the game. That's relatively cheap to make, and it still does stuff. I still don't even need this whale nard or anything though. Gotta be careful of the white cats though. They tend to use explosives. Your cats can also use explosives as well.
What's this?
Ooh, you got anything? If cats ever steal from you, the Malinks or whatever they're called, those are the darker cats. They typically steal from you if they hit you, and essentially they'll put them in this little node here, so you can always come back, get the items that they stole from you, especially if it was something important. Back in the day, they used to be able to steal things like barbecue spits, which were actually quite pricey at the time, so it could be really dangerous if you got hit by one while you were fighting a big monster and didn't notice. Especially if they start stealing like mite seeds and just really expensive shit that you don't want to get stolen. All right, nice. I do kind of like the little call-outs that your hunter does. I also like it in Japanese too, because then they're talking a lot, but then you don't know what they're saying. But it's like, yeah, I'm cool. I'm a cool ninja. This sounds cool. It just kind of fits the theme pretty well. Get some more mushrooms here. Good stuff. And some more unique items up ahead. Let's see if we can get a little bit deeper into the world as we go exploring. I do find when you're in exploration mode a lot of the time, I don't even really use my doggo. Ooh, S-Kier Go! Very nice stuff. This thing's fun. You can place it on the ground, and it'll heal up all allies nearby. Sadly, we can't do anything with these jewel lilies that the game just pointed out with the tutorial. We unlock those in a little while, but not quite just yet. And those jewel lilies will allow us to use great Wirebugs, which are stationary man cannons that allow you to launch across the map. Yes, just like in Halo, pretty much exactly the same thing. And it's actually awesome, and I love it. Got some more cats to murder. That one's already dead. Notice that my cats are actually doing a pretty solid job in and of themselves, just killing off these cats on the ground. Another secret stash item. Full of miscellaneous junk. Sometimes I think secret stash gives you some extra loot at the end of a hunt, but I'm not. Don't quote me on anything I say. Everything is wrong. And as I've learned as I do Let's Plays that have been doing this for so many years, everything I say is usually talking out of my butt. But it's a nice butt, though. So, I mean, that's all that really matters. There we go. There should be a lovely campsite up here if we can actually make our way all the way up. Unfortunately, we're not in the best of circumstances trying to climb this. But we're just going to hold on to our little guy. As long as we don't go still, we can actually jump up here. There we go. Nice! Alright, there we go. We found it. It's Death Stranding all over again. Such a great game. I love that game. Here we go. So we've unlocked the ability to do a quest to unlock this quest. Or this campsite, rather. So this will be pretty nice. And right on time, we get the last of the fire lanterns, which is exactly what I wanted to do, so hell yeah. I wonder if we can get any relics in low rank. I never really see them too often, though. There's little relic items you can get that give you some lore on the game. Actually, if we kept going straight from where I was looking, there's actually a spot there that I know definitely has a relic there. But alas, it is not always the best. Look at this, man. Just free loot and paw print stamps. That's what we're looking for. Those are the type of stamps that we want. We want like 10 of them. So that's why we're murdering ruthlessly all these cats. Technically, they don't die. But, you know, it is what it is. We're trying our best here, okay? And we didn't kill any Bofango either. Well, we'll get them at some point. All right, fantastic. So as you can see, we've unlocked a side quest here, which is most likely related to that sub-camp that we found.
Have a look at my wares.
You found a sub-camp location in the Shrine Ruins, yes? Elder Fugan has asked me to help set the camp up. To be able to do so, may I request your aid in securing the surrounding area? Having that sub-camp should also assist in furthering your expeditions. Think of it as a, mutually beneficial agreement of sorts. So, all we have to do is slay 8 Izuchi, so essentially just play the video game and we'll unlock this as if it's no problem whatsoever. Fantastic. Absolutely love it. And let's check if we have any more side events to do now that we have fast travel officially unlocked. So we have one more dialogue box to do here in the open world. Aha! Soar with the Great Wirebug. Always talk to this guy. He usually has those great wirebugs for us to earn. Hey, you ever heard about the Great Wirebug thingies? Well, they're pretty much wirebugs, but bigger. Except their wires are much stronger, meaning if you hop on one, they'll launch you way farther than a regular old wirebug. Only catch is once you set them down in some jewel lilies, they ain't moving, and since they're so big, they're hard to steer. But once you place one down, you'll be zipping all over the place, and they'll be there when you come back too. Piqued your interest? All right, here. Some great wirebugs of your very own. Don't say I ain't never did nothing for you. Try it out, and next time you're on a hunt, spot some jewel lilies. I'm telling you, it'll make the trekking part a breeze. Yeah, so these, we got 5, not too bad. These jewel lilies and great wirebugs are going to be really important, but we have to set them down. But once they're set down, they're there forever. You never have to see the animation again, and they're just there for you. One thing I haven't shown off yet is the room. You can actually have people come into your room in multiplayer. The whole village is available for you and your friends to explore together. And one really lovely thing, you can change the background music as you unlock it and progress throughout the game to give each area your own personal flair. Or you can listen to your own personal BGM if you want to as well. Let's talk to our housekeeper real quick, which is a very convenient way to handle everything in the buddy area that we were at a couple episodes back. Meowster Payne, the Buddy Dojo, is now available for your use, is it not? Though my capacity to assist you is far less impressive than the discipline and devotion you have shown your buddies, inspired by that very conduct of yours, I have arranged things such that you may send commands to the dojo via myself. I may be but a lowly housekeeper, but I shall do my utmost to provide you support to the best of my ability. And of course, you keep talking to him, and we'll be able to do some room customization. So we can change the room interior, and I'll be honest, I have only found like an Arzuros trinket in my full game. Everything else, no idea, man. We have hanging scrolls here. I only have the leader at the moment. You can unlock more of these by talking to the Argosy leader. But the nicest thing ever is the fact that you can just throw in a picture. So we have a picture of Master Utsushi. Might as well throw him on the wall, and that beautiful picture of the waterfall. We'll drop that bomb right there too. We'll also need to be taking pictures of certain wildlife and sleeping Arzuros and things like that in the future that we can then hand in as quest rewards later down the line. So we'll have to keep an eye out for certain bugs. Always a good idea. Take a picture of every big monster, every small monster, every endemic life, every creature. It does save to your Switch, but I believe you can actually delete the images as well and not have to worry about it too much. But yeah, at the end of the day, worthwhile doing just to have the pictures, and if you don't like them, you can just get rid of them in the future. Of course, as you said, we can use the Buddy Dojo here. We definitely at some point want to start investing in some new buddies. We can put quite a few in here. I believe it's 6 in total. And then we can do a maximum of 10 training rounds. We only have 1,000 Kamura points, but that's a lot. And if we get any of these Legnia apples, which unfortunately we don't have at the moment, as you can see on the top right, the little acorn there is at 0. We're unfortunately unable to do anything with that at the very moment. But in the future, once we have more buddies and more money and things like that, we'll be able to start training some dudes up and getting them prepared for the end game. Because essentially you're going to have your buddies in there for quests upon quests upon quests. We'll see what we can do, though. We'll head on in to the good old Buddy Dojo, and maybe Iori will let me buy some stuff. Hey, Payne, I heard you're a Kamura hunter now. Congratulations! Oh, by the way, this guy voice acted 9S in Nier Automata, the English voice actor, Kyle McCarley. Fucking love that guy. Guy is a legend. This is the Buddy Scout here. You can hire trusty buddies who will accompany you on your hunt. They're all great too and eager to join you out there in the field. Come by whenever you need something buddy related, okay?
Nice talking to you.
I love that guy. All right. go ahead, hire. So we can scout a buddy if you want like a specific looking palico or something like that. As you can see, you can search for very, very, very specific looking pets, much like how you did your pet at the beginning of the game. So if you're worried that you didn't make the perfect cat, that didn't get the perfect perks or whatever, you can always change it in the future. And don't worry if you end up ignoring all of this, because you don't really have to worry about it. But if you look at here, as you can see, they're all like level 1, level 2, level 3. Later on, you'll be getting pets that are level 19 right off the bat. So if you're really worried or really tight on cash and you don't want to deal with this right now, you can always do it in the future. So don't ever feel like you're screwing yourself by not doing any of this stuff. But I would recommend throw 6 cats into your buddy dojo, just have them fight it out and level up as you're playing throughout the game. It's just happening in the background, and just check back every 5 to 10 quests and just get them ready to go for the next one. Once you get acorns and stuff too, you'll be living the dream. And of course, I recommend getting one of each different class. The purple one's a trapper, red one's a fighter, green one's a healer, and the I know this is called a bombardier, but I was like, what is it called? A barrel? I'm going to say a barrel or yellow one, I guess you could say, is a bombardier, a guy that throws explosives, as you would expect. So we'll get one trapper. We'll not rename him, and we get a little animation here. Very nice. So we got one purchased so far. We're going to get the fighter. We might not have enough money for this. We're going to get the healer.
That's a good pick.
And we're going to get the bombardier.
Roger.
Beautiful. We only have $100 left over, but that's okay. We should have just enough to start sending these jerks out. Although, I might start selling a little bit of my crap. Now, I don't always recommend selling anything in this game, because everything is so valuable that you could use it forever. But, I mean, sometimes, you know, if you know, then you can sell it. For example, energy drinks, probably. Well done steaks, absolutely. Because I'm not going to be using these for some time. So you know what? For now, let's go ahead and sell these well done steaks. I don't need them right now. This is how I made money in the first game. Listen, in the first game, money was hard. So sometimes you just had to sit down and fish and sell all your fish and cry about it later. It was worth it. It was worth it, damn it. I wouldn't really recommend selling any of your parts. I could probably live without some thunderbugs for right now. So we'll sell these bad boys too. There we go. We can always get some more. We can always farm some more with the Argosy. But I just need cats, man. I need to send my cats in and get their booties working. All right? So we're going to hire some more palicos. We could also hire some palamutes, but I don't find palamutes to be as useful as the cats. Although someone, if you could enlighten me why I would want more palamutes than palicos, then please let me know. But for now, we're not really focused on what the cats are doing. More so, we just want them leveling up. This one has Power Drum and Giga Barrel Bombay. Oh my god. Let's just not worry about that right now. But yeah, still pretty good. Giga Barrel Bombay. Just imagine a giant ass bomb being carried by a tiny little cat and then being thrown at the monster. It's amazing. It's amazing. Oh, and before we do this, because we're 2 quests in, we could probably check up here. Yeah, the Kohoot, if he has any Lagnia nuts. It's definitely possible. Nope, just some herbal medicine. Well, it was worth checking. Alas, we will be spending our Kamura points on just training some dudes for 10 rounds. And we can auto-select buddies, which will just be the ones that we just purchased. As you can see, they're all selected. Yuna is blacked out because Yuna is our secondary pet. The primary one is red and the secondary is blue. And then these guys will go and just beat up a dummy. Give him $1,000. We'll get a little animation behind us as all our cats work together to get nice and swole and hopefully hit max level at some point, right? And then we have the Argosy over here, which we can actually probably start using. Good day to you. By your countenance, I see that you yearn for the most spectacular trade, do you not? Yeah. But alas, I must yet prepare. You have my word. I shall inform you when all is order. When all is order? Okay. If you will only wait a short while longer. Okay. And Meowcenaries, I don't believe, are ready to go anyway. So we're training our cats for the future and just getting them ready to go. So that's always nice. And we have a nice little Palamute scroll to look forward to, the Buddy Plaza Shrine, as we level up in Kamura Village. I believe you have to get to the max rank in Kamura Village for that to open, unless it's Buddy related, and I could be entirely wrong. But typically in all the Monster Hunter games, once you hit max rank in the village quests, you generally unlock a cool little item somewhere in the main village for you to go check out. But regardless, I, ladies and gentlemen, am Ackerman101. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this series as much as I'm having fun playing it. I love Monster Hunter. It's one of my favorite games of all time. And I'm so happy to be bringing it to you guys on this channel. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you'd like, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.